In tonight's other news, billionaire investor Warren Buffett said the United States should not use trade as a weapon. Buffett, who's the fifth richest person in the world, made the comments during today's annual meeting of Berkshire Hathaway, where he's CEO. He also announced that he'll be retiring at the end of the year when he'll be 95. Meanwhile, President Trump brushed aside recession fears in an interview for tomorrow's Meet the Press on NBC. Mr. Trump said the pains of this transition period will lead to a flourishing economy.
It's
there
the
are many
same
people,
question.
Yeah, there are many people on Wall Street say this is going to be the greatest windfall ever happened.
And that's my question.
Remember
the
this.
long term.
Yeah.
Is it okay in the short term to have a
Remember
recession?
this. Look, everything's okay. What we are, I said, this is a transition period. I think we're going to do fantastically.
This week, new government numbers showed that the U.S. economy shrank in the first 3 months of the year. That's the first drop in 3 years. Imports in the first quarter surged as companies tried to beat tariff deadlines. The tariffs on cars and car parts kicked in today, with significant changes intended to blunt the impact on U.S. car makers. This week, Mr. Trump signed an executive order to ease the levy car manufacturers would pay on vehicles assembled in the U.S. with parts made in another country. The move came after U.S. car makers said the tariffs could raise prices and shrink sales. The White House maintains the tariffs will create an incentive for them to create more jobs in the United States. Overseas in Ukraine, dozens of people were injured in an overnight drone strike in Kharkiv. Ukraine's Air Force said Russia launched nearly 200 drones and decoys and 2 ballistic missiles. Drone strikes in several places in Kharkiv, including residential buildings and cars, injured 47 people. It comes a day after the country's president, Volodymyr Zelensky, said Ukraine is ready for a 30-day ceasefire, which the United States has also proposed. And critics are speaking out about an artificial intelligence-generated image that President Trump posted last night to his social media platform. It shows him seated, dressed as the Pope. Later, it was reposted on the official White House account on X. In a post of their own, the Catholic bishops of New York State said, "There is nothing clever or funny about this image, Mr. President. We just buried our beloved Pope Francis, and the cardinals are about to enter a solemn conclave to elect a new successor of St. Peter. Do not mock us." Still to come on PBS News Weekend, how staffing shortages at the National Weather Service could be putting lives at risk, and how a studio in Utah is making a difference in the lives of artists with diverse physical abilities.
This is PBS News Weekend from the David M. Rubenstein studio at WETA in Washington, home of the PBS NewsHour, weeknights on PBS.